Quite a while ago, we ran a story where our editors disclosed their guilty pleasure cars. There, I admitted my love for the ultra-comfortable Acura RLX. But I have another automotive guilty pleasure, and it's the BMW M4 Convertible, and the drop-top M3 that came before it, as well. Whether it's an E46, E93, or the new F83 M4 model, I just love the idea of a drop-top M car. It kind of goes back to my Lexus RC F review, where I posit that most consumers buy a car like this solely for the image. To the point of this car, if you're opting for a convertible, you're boldly throwing out any pretense that you bought this car for its performance. It's a different and far grander indulgence than something like a drop-top Ford Mustang, Chevrolet Camaro, or even a Corvette, and that's especially the case with the new M4, as I found out after a week at the wheel. Driving notes. Anyone that's listened to me on the Autoblog podcast knows I've been none too kind about the state of BMW's turbocharged M cars. In effect, they're too easy to drive. In older models, the narrow power band meant you needed to always keep an eye on the tach, lest you fall into a weak zone. But because today's turbocharged M engines are so damn torquey, you can simply mash the throttle, regardless of engine speed or gear, and zoom forward. That's mostly the case here, although with the 7,500 revolutions per minute redline, the M4 at least maintains the illusion that you have to keep the revs up. Power delivery is fast and immediate, capable of catapulting the M4 towards the horizon at even half throttle. But more than the brutal power delivery, this latest M entertains with a strange but familiar singing voice. It's an almost feral, straight six howl, particularly high in the rev range. But because of the single-scroll turbochargers and today's sound tuning sorcery, the noise here is far richer and complex than what you'd get in a naturally aspirated M car, like the old E46. The turbos hiss and spit, and wide-open throttle upshifts come with a cackling snap from the quad-tipped exhaust. Despite my belief that M cars' manual transmissions are generally pretty lousy these days, the M4's gearbox is far better than what you'll find in an M5. The clutch is more forgiving than in the larger sedan, too. With a broad catch point and a linear action, it feels natural and intuitive to work. Pair that with a throttle response that is reasonably sharp and progressive, and you get a gearbox that a relative novice would have no issue living with. It's primed for those with a more aggressive driving style. The pedals are properly situated for heel-toe downshifting, while owners have a choice of automatic rev matching or the old-fashioned DIY style, which is fairly easy here. When did BMW forget how to tune its steering? In what's become a routine gripe with new bimmers, the M4's steering just isn't up to scratch.